Zoom, you guys hear me? Zoom, you guys hear me? Zoom? Can Zoom hear me? Yeah, all right. You guys hear me in the... Oh, I got an echo. Yeah, you guys hear me. Okay, boom, perfect. So, we should have had pineapples here, but the market has since come down already and come back up. And this should have been our exit down here, but not to worry. Idea is still the same on the 4-hour. If we retest the next resistance, I'll look for resistance to be made here, and then I'll have pineapples. But idea is still the same. I still expect, I'd still expect us to tap 55 levels. Your entry you sold at, it's it on the screen, 2360.8. Zoom good? Well, they weren't good initially because it was muted. I'm looking for where we can reject here, area rejection. I think it would be over here. I think if we tap 68. Oh, damn, you're still in the trade. What do you mean? I just took it. $65. Pineapples. 2369 area. I don't have stops here, gang, though. So like if this comes up, like if it just flies through here, this is for visuals. My stops aren't here. My stops would be above the levels to the left here. Probably another 40 pips, 2378 area, 2379. Don't have a stop here. I'm looking for either pineapples or a steep drive back in range. Yeah, I think 2369.7. Here come the viewers with drawdown. I don't know, yo. It's been that kind of week. Been drawdown week. Right. There we go. That makes sense. take a L 3 days in a row. Well, 2 days ago, or is not 3 days in a row. Oh yeah, 3 days ago we had a sell. Oh, we had a buy and a sell. So we had two positions. It was a small loss and a small win, but we still came out on top for this session. But you're right, we did take a small L. Viewers are taking the drawdown. It's hard. I'm done addressing drawdown. Yeah, I trade. I trade. We see drawdown when we trade. It happens. What was the first thing I said? Price is moving against us. Be aware. So you're likely to see drawdown. We don't know how steep it'll drive, but price action wise, it would need to come back down and grab orders. Oh, it tapped here. Huh. Let's mark this off. Exact entries on screen, 2360.8 was my exact entry. I've become immune to drawdown. Nothing in drawdown. I've become immune to wins as well. But you'll be fine. Follow the plan. Jeez. Volume. Where the fuck is it going? Hey, I'm gonna take a sell right here. We've tapped this area, and if that's what we're gonna come up to, we can see another 30-40 pips to draw on, but then after that I'll probably end up calling it. I think if it doesn't reject here, it's gonna have a hard time coming back down later. But I don't have a stop here. I took another position here at 2372, 2371.9. My Q, so as you know, I don't have a stop. My Q for closure would be like, this is a massive run for no reason. During Asian session, it would be above here. If we close above there, above 79, above 80, then I'll look at closures, and then I'll think about closing. At this moment, I'm under the impression we're going to need to come down and grab orders. Market doesn't just typically drive for Asian session for 300 pips. Got out on accident. Good. You can add more to the pineapples. But if we look previously, this is the level that it ended up coming back down to 55 areas. Look. Every time you drive up here, it's from this level that it comes down to 55. 73, we had it. Well, tap 73, we got it in a bit later. We got in at 71. But that's the level. So if we were going to come down, this is the level we would come down from. And every time it comes up to that level, it drops. So we'll see. It just typically doesn't take one candle to do it, so we might be here for a little bit. Might not. We'll see. We also have this going for us, that the previous 30 didn't have much of a top wick, right? It's just all bullish momentum. Wick entries in a ranging market? I don't think this is a ranging market. This is, we have volume. Broke out the range. We up all night. Let's go. Well, not if this keeps pushing. It'd be weird. Yeah, at some point it just stops making sense. Right now, it makes sense to come down, because these are the areas we come down from in order to grab orders to then eventually drive, if we are to continue driving up. Interesting. Caught those buys, yeah, but who would have guessed the volume? You don't guess this volume unless you get orders. If we came down here first, then we might have had buys. Like I said, I don't expect one candle to tap this area and start ripping down. It's a slow turnaround. When the market drives like this, it takes a little while. You still re-break the highs slowly, you know, it's a slow turnaround. But it's still a turnaround because, like I said, you need orders to continue up here. You need to grab everything you've skipped. Just speaking logically, we never came back down here. We never did this before the drive up there, right? We tapped this area across the board. Above here, it drives. But it always happens after grabbing orders. Once it came up here, see it tapped that area, the drive is straight to 55. So that's what I'm expecting. I'm expecting us to eventually come down to 55. In what fashion? I don't know. I'm expecting the market though to mirror what it's done previously. And this is unexpected movement in the market, right? But I account for that in my position sizing. So, but it's still, you don't expect this. You don't expect the 300 pip pop off off of one candle during Asian session without grabbing orders. Probability dictates that that doesn't really happen often. Guess today's not the day. I mean, I'm in a trade here. I'm still in a trade here. You guys are fun to have around. Thank God you're not in my living room. W education. Yeah, I'm tired of having this education fucking 3 days in a row. It's kind of annoying. It's not the education I'm looking for 3 straight days. I mean, a drawdown, you know, a large drawdown a week, maybe, but you saw a guy just fuming here. There's a good reason people fuming. It's because when I take a trade, I understand the risk, so I'm like, I allow for the drawdown. People are trying to hit home runs without ever seeing drawdown, and they're not managing risk the same way I am. So basically what happens is you're taking my position with your risk management. It doesn't work. Like, if their position is based on something, there's risk management already attached to it. But for now, we wait. We wait, we wait, we wait, we wait, we wait, we wait. Here on this 15 candle. You know, I mean, yeah, you get used to it. When there's like, you win 30 trades in a row, obviously people show up here hearing that, they expect win 31, 32. You win 10 in a row, right? They expect win number 11, 12, right? You take a loss, they don't expect to be in drawdown the very next day, or they don't expect a lot. Like, I understand the mindset. I get it. Like, that's why I'm not like I'm not offended. I got thick skin. You guys you can talk your shit. We're in drawdown. You're allowed to talk your shit right now. You know what I mean? I get to talk my shit when we win. You get to talk your shit when we're in drawdown. It's fair game. Where are the orders we need to fill? 55. I would look to come down to 55. No one has to take your trades? Yeah, I mean, yeah. This would have been really hard on me if I was another like 15 years younger. Like, Don is very mature for his age. Like, like 15 years ago, I probably wouldn't be able to like go through this emotionally, mentally, right? But you over a long period of time of trading, you kind of figure out where your weaknesses are and what you need to work on. Yo, YouTube, are you there? My internet just blinked. Are you still there? Yep. Yes. All right. Yo, something's going on. Is there a storm in West Palm or something? Typically when there's a storm in West Palm, I start hearing about it through my YouTube. Don't want the leg candle? You might get one. You might get one and then come back up and re-break the highs, but I'm not closing anything yet. Damn, if remember we talked about it, if you trade the pineapple strategy and only take trades when we take pineapples, you would be killing it. This is the 15 though, right? We still have the 30 open. It's gonna get tough. See, you wanted below here. You wanted below 66.9. I don't know if you're gonna get it. You have 20 seconds. Chat, you might still come up here. If it doesn't close below 66.9, you might still come up here. And it's gonna be a bit of a longer position. Didn't, right? Yeah, it didn't close below it. Might be some more weight. Slipped, missed the first position. My apologies. You don't gotta apologize. You're killing it now. You're in decent profits. So as I said, we didn't get that closure below, so it might come up again. But the idea stays the same. I'm expecting us to see 55 at some point. Yeah, you need a disclosure, but it's a bit lower, I believe. Based on this. Yeah, 66.7. That would be clean range down. For now it held, so the 30's close, coming back up above. Can we break the previous 15 low? Tough. Tips for someone about to start streaming: just do it. Just do it. Do it. You learn as you go. My first stream was wild. I couldn't figure out the mic, couldn't figure out the cam, couldn't figure out how to switch stuff. But it took me like 2 or 3 streams to get in the flow of things. Yeah, this should pop up here because I think we're gonna need to grab more orders. But if otherwise, this should have drove. So I expect some more drawdown. Right, 2 minutes here if this 5 closes bullish, especially. Cruising the YouTube streets. Yesterday, Mateus streaming now. Good shit. Yeah, it's not easy. It takes some confidence. I think it's gonna make him a better trader. As long as like you know what you don't know, or you know what you know. How much difference different pineapple makes so far? I'm not sure what you mean. But I think we were like, over here we were like minus 10 pips. When this flips, we're at like a negative 10 pips. When it flips. But I don't think it will. This 5's closing bullish, which is what we said we don't want. Yeah, 5, 4. Nah, closing bullish. What was your initial strategy when you first started? It was pre this. It was like right. Yeah, it was pre this. It was this, but this wasn't built yet. It was bits and pieces of this. We definitely weren't as profitable. Or definitely didn't have as high of a win rate. Yeah, 5 should come up. Create another resistance, and then we'll talk. Can the 15 flip here? I think if we had peak entry over here where we wanted it, we would have been in profits on the flip here. Didn't quite get there. We also should have had a pineapple right here, but our stream went down. That would have been lovely. Coulda, woulda, shoulda. 64, yeah. That loss counter might add up. Thanks. Can you mark your V so I can tell my end when you're close to B? We have different entries. You mean between two positions? I would be break even. $23.66.4 is break even. Right there. See if there's levels here though. Gotta be careful, there's levels at 64. I don't know if it's established in this area as something. As a support, as what? Like, doesn't want to break it. And if it establishes this area as a support, it's not too great because it's going to take a while to come back around. Do we close? 15 closing here in 4 minutes. Am I holding for TP or B? I don't know. I want to see how it depends how we print. Because if this closes bullish here and the next candle comes down for a bottom wick, I probably close in the bottom wick of the candle. It would probably be around 12 pips of profit. But it can, the way we're closing, there's a small support here. It's a smaller time frame support at 67 flat, but that smaller time frame support could turn into a higher time frame support because this is an hourly closure now. So understand the next hourly, that's what it might do. It might come up before seeing any other rejection, right? Because you would figure you would retest the highs. So if you close like this on the hourly and create a bottom wick, you're most likely filling that wick. Yesterday's trade also came back to the last 3 days. They all came back to entry, which just depends on like where it makes sense to hold, where it doesn't. Pineapple only strategy. Yeah, pineapple only strategy seems to have been it seems to be killing it. come down and close below. I was break even for a split second. And now it's coming back up. Ah. Alright, chat. 50 seconds here. Nice strong bullish. It's tough. Yeah, it's holding this little area as a support from based on the level we looked at before. We'll see. $20 seconds for this closure. Can we close below? Four, three, two, one. No, it held support here. It might come up further. We held support. That is really tough. Need to break that low. All right. Okay, I'm gonna close right here at minus a pip and a half, minus 2.5 pips. I closed here at break even because I think this is a bottom wick. So lost 2 pips. So we're break even trade here. The reason I closed this because I think this is a bottom wick forming and it's coming down so slowly. It might give you your 10 pips. It might fucking head all the way down here and give you everything full TP. But based on that hourly closure, and we don't have, if we form the top wick first, I probably leave this 10, 15 pips. But it's forming a bottom wick and has a nice wick to fill. So it's better to be out of there than, because if it rejects here right where we formed support, why? We just sat here through that drawdown in the session. So B session. Yeah, we hold for this little extra. This is in profits already. So if you're this is already 10 pips in profit. So you would have been 20 pips. -7, no, it came out to -2 for me. Let me check the chat, signals chat. It came out to 53 and 55. So -55 and +53. So 2 pips. And right here, like you close right here, you're in profits. You're 10 pips in profit, right? But we don't know how steep that bottom wick is. And I'm not risking an extra, make 5 pips on a bottom wick, it's just not worth it. But like, there's so many takeaways from this, and it's like, it's the fact that there's no panic mode. The mode doesn't exist. It's just logic mode. Do what makes sense, and if it makes sense most of the time, you're gonna be all right. I don't remember last really stressing over a trade, because this is where the plan is beneficial, because you can be in drawdown with a plan or without a plan, but when you're in drawdown with a plan, there's just no motion. It's just the plan. You're like, well, there's parameters set, and if it was a computer, it probably wouldn't do anything besides follow the algo that you put into it, no matter what it's seeing or what kind of nuances, or what it could feel. So yeah, I wish I could say it was another W, but break even number 65 on the year. Be careful here if you're still holding, because there it goes, it starts flipping. And if we were above 23.69, I'm probably taking this bullish flip, and you guys can do that too. That's a strong, well, let's think about it. Well, that 5 already closed, and it closed below, so you can't take that flip now. You need to start coming back up. Yeah, I would wait for closures above 69. Although it might flip and drive, but if it does that, that's when you're getting your closure above 69. Above 70. You guys are all going to sit through drawdown. I promise you. When you're not trading with me on your own, you will also sit through drawdown. So wouldn't you rather have an example of how to approach this aspect of trading than to just figure it out on your own? Drawdowns are nothing, but yeah, as long as, if somebody went fucking full send on that initial position, you're probably grabbing a Wix voodoo doll and you're poking it right now with a fucking needle. But if you understand, why we're getting in and what's the possibility of drawdown, where it could go, there's just... How is this? Viewers started dropping as soon as we closed that trade out. We went to 700 for drawdown. Once it closes, another 200 drop. Yo. The fuck? Also in drawdown, close in 20 bucks. I mean, as long as you execute the plan, right? Because if you were going to make 100 pips today, it wasn't going to impact your life significantly. But long term, right, if you're able to manage risk and not sell out, I mean, not close a trade, but not sell out and just deviate from the plan just because something's going against you. Oh fuck, the plan's not working, abandon ship. You can't abandon ship. And the ship is not the trade. The ship is the plan. There's that flip. Yeah, the hourly should come up here. I'm not gonna be in on this. I think I'm done for the evening here. I'm still expecting the markets to come back down. It's never grabbed orders. I'm expecting whatever this bullish flip here is to be short-lived. I'm expecting the market back down to 55. Night we were in 50 pip drawdown was a great example. I felt confident what you were saying, came out with W. Yeah, I mean, put your trust in logic. This coming up here, I think is short-lived. If this smacks and then drives up without ever coming back here, it just would not make sense. Yeah, it just would not make sense. But congrats, everybody. Congrats on getting your break even or W if you held for an extra 5-10 pips. Don't forget to delete sell stop. My sell stop was deleted a while back. You ever hedge? No. You stack 2 pineapples? I actually thought about it, but with everything, with the stream shutting off and everything, like, first of all, I restarted the computer with no control over what's going on the chart. And don't mind you, there's signals being sent out, and I can't do it off the phone. Let's say, like, while it's restarting, I see a pineapple, I do it off the phone. It's not gonna send in the signals, right? So, like, I was just losing my mind trying to get everything restarted. And when you're doing that, you're obviously not on a completely clear head, focusing on trading, trying to do everything. But that is a very good idea, understanding logic behind that. You could have taken 2 positions here, and then you would have been plus 50 pips for the night. I lost 500 because I market exited when you said sell stops on accident. Like, what do you mean? Oh, you can talk. You can talk. You don't have to keep typing. You can talk.
Oh shit, we're back. We're
What up,
unmuted.
Hank?
What's up?
Yeah, what's going on, guys?
Bro, your message today actually, like, that was game changing to me. Just to have that, like, validation is so nice.
Oh, in the clubhouse?
Yeah.
Yeah. Killing it. Don't let it go to your head, but killing it. Yeah. Because people get overconfident and then, like, everything is like you get invincible. The feeling of invincibility.
Right.
Yeah, earlier when you said sell stops at the break of the 4-hour lows, and when you said that, I went to set the sell stops, and I was trying to set my TP and my stop loss, you know, trying to be responsible, but I didn't look that I was on the market execute tab and not on the sell stop or buy stop tab.
Oh, you had to sell all the way down there?
Yeah. I was like, when you entered, I was already like 50 pips, 60 pips negative.
Sheesh.
But then on the second pineapple, I entered 4 lots. Yeah.
So you basically break even.
I closed that first yellow line, I believe. No, maybe a little, not the first yellow, I'm tripping. At the break of the highs on that first yellow line all the way at the top that you had there. That's where I closed, and then I took another entry all the way at the very tip of the candle. So I took a 4 lot up there and then drove it all the way down, and basically by the time you broke even, I was minus 500, so I just closed there, which is like
that's not bad.
An 1/8 of a percent, yeah.
Yeah, that's like a trade away, 2 trades away.
Yeah, that was my fault.
But like, where does this come from? Like, you don't expect this. I guess you can say, all right, we're gonna mirror this to the left, right?
That's the second time it's done it during Asian too.
But you're not gonna mirror it like this doesn't happen. And if it does happen, you're highly likely gonna pull back at that higher time frame resistance. You're gonna see a serious pullback for some orders, and that's what we depended on, a serious pullback. Because look, market drives, and at the higher time frame resistance here, it just so it's a serious pullback. So you're gonna see a serious correction most of the time. That's why at this area, you're like, all right, we're selling here because above here your stops. But if it is highly likely, probabilities on your side for sells here to go grab orders. So you could probably over leverage on this area, knowing that you have smaller stops and that you're probably going to have a steep pullback. Sorry, what were you saying?
that it's similar, your boxes to the left, if you scroll down to that other range at the bottom.
Here, yeah, where we drove from.
No, no,
Drag.
lower. Like
Right here?
what's not on your screen at the bottom.
Oh, you have runners from there.
No. Oh, right to the left. Go to the left. More to the left. To the other green candle. One more.
Left?
Yeah, one more left. So that breakout there, that's very similar to what that's happening right now. No, not there. Yeah, follow that down. Follow that all the way down. Down. The green candles
Oh, right here, going the other way.
to the left. The other. No.
My left, your left, right here.
Yeah,
You know you can
you're
draw on the
left.
screen, bro. You can draw
Oh, I
on the
can?
screen. Yeah.
Oh,
You can
shit.
circle.
Oh, where? How do I do that?
You go to annotate.
Where's
Bro, this
that?
is hilarious.
Oh shit! I didn't know, bro. I'm not a zoomie.
Yeah, you can point it out. Grab a square, a circle, a triangle, whatever you want.
Wait, bro. What do I gotta click?
You was just drawing.
Oh, I was.
You know how right there on your thing you have chat, summary, you should have like annotate or options or more, and then it should say annotate.
There's a little pencil. There should be a little pencil in the bottom left,
Wow.
like that.
Bro, I don't see
Okay,
it.
so the reason for the first sell is because was looking to grab orders before coming up. The reason for the first sell was we closed below, right? So let me clear while Javier figures it out. We've closed respecting. So see this resistance right here? See this level? This was the reason for the first sell. We closed respecting this area. So as we come up, I'm expecting a bearish flip eventually into this area because we closed respecting it.
Oh, I see.
And we didn't have a bottom wick here. We don't have this to drive up. So I'm saying, all right, if we're going to drive up, we're going to create that bottom wick. And when I look to the left, I see this right here. I'm saying to myself, all right, so no worries. We're not going to drive up. If we do drive up, this bottom wick is incoming. If we close respecting and first thing we did is come up, I'm looking at the very next resistance on the higher time frame to reject off of, to come down and make this bottom wick. And that first resistance was right here. And it fucking blew right past it. So the next resistance is technically right there. But it tapped it, and as it started coming down, we got in right there. It was a little bit too quick. Because it's never done this. It still doesn't have this wick here. By the end of this 4 hour, don't be surprised if this 4 hour closes bearish. You have another 2.5 hours in this 4 hour. You're only an hour in. The first hour, look, went up.
When Zoom crashed, we had an opportunity for pineapples. But
Yeah, at the first area for pineapples, we actually came right back to entry, and we would have been up like 20 pips.
I think it did it in like 2 or 3 minutes, like really fast.
It did it right when I lost connection.
Yeah, I ended up not taking the trade and just taking buys all the way up.
Good shit.
I just didn't like it. We were in a, that was something that you said like a lot with your losses, or just seeing drawdowns, taking wick entries. And when I see, you said it wasn't, but I saw a ranging market. The 4 hour closed respecting that level. We hadn't moved.
I was already in
Sure,
buys
everyone.
7:30.
See,
sure everybody in
this is what
Clubhouse was in
this is what I'm talking about when I was meant wick entries. If let's say this doesn't happen here, and if we open up to the downside immediately, right? I don't take this wick entry to come up because it's pushing into range. but as it's pushing out the range after respecting, this is how we get the firecracker as it flips bearish. But with that strong push, no bottom wick, respect, and we tap the next resistance or stronger time frame resistance. Oh, I think Don would have been in here, pretty sure, if he was looking at the charts. If it never taps this resistance, right? If it comes up, makes a top wick, then we take a sell. That's why I had a sell stop here, because that's the firecracker. It breaking the highs there and then coming back down. That would have been the firecracker. But the wick entry here is just the wick entry, just based on how I see it. But good shit.
But
Hank's been killing it.
This area right here is exactly the same as this, right?
Yes.
Oh, whoop. Yeah.
Well, same range.
Yeah. But this right here is the same as, to me, the same as this. How it consolidates and then it shoots up.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Whoops.
But I see the point. I see your point. Yo, what's up with these fucking these dick and balls on my screen, bro? This guy must be working. He must be taking steroids. Cause
okay.
Javier said, "Yo, he said, yo, guys, I figured it out, guys. I figured it out. I figured it out. See this? It's the same as this right here." Like, bro. Oh man. Did this fill? Yeah, see this? Well, I think it gave you 10. Did it give you? It gave you 12. But I think it's due for a correction to come back down. Yeah, Yang.
12,
I think.
but I need 25.
You need what?
I need 25.
25 pips?
Yeah.
For what? To pass the
With
challenge?
the volume. No, just to get to BE on this trade. I have a pineapple on the flip. I took a buy at 23.72 is what it is on Forex. It was that 5 minute. If you go all the way to like after the massive pump, that 5 minute came up, made a high, made a low, made a new high, made a new low, and so I was anticipating that final re-break of the high after five breaks to get at least a 10 pip pop.
I hope it re-breaks the high for you, because like, be careful managing there. I don't think it's driving for now. You're gonna need a catalyst, the next volume time, probably pre-London. You might be in this for a little while, but I hope it comes up now.
I need 15 pips from this current point.
Did you add a 22.65?
I added at 20. What is this? 23.67
on the flip.
Yeah, just the flip. I was looking for wick entries. I needed literally like 8 more pips to get a wick entry.
All right, just don't look at it. If you're minus 3-4 pips, it's not a big deal, or you know what I mean. Like, just as long as it makes sense. Don't be waiting specifically. Oh, you don't want to see red on the terminal.
I mean, I'm used to whatever.
I'm used to winning.
Nothing. Yeah, I'm used to winning. Used to staring at drawdown too. It's part of the game.
Used to winning, chat.
I mean,
that's awesome. Like hearing that. Chat, drop a like if you enjoyed the drawdown, the stream, the trade, the value, the lessons.
Yeah, check out the IG. The reels have been fire recently.
Oh, you like the reels?
Dude, those are hilarious.
Yeah. Shout out Doug Townsend. That's where I got the idea from. But yeah. I'll try to continue. I'll try to keep them going. It's just like you run out of ideas eventually. You know what I mean? Between the thumbnails, like, chat, I'm always, if you guys knew how I work, I'm always brainstorming. I'll have times I rolled myself a joint this morning. I walked outside to smoke it, and for 2.5 hours, I sat there with the joint just sitting in my lap and the lighter in my lap, and I was just brainstorming ideas for thumbnails and ideas for reels. And then 2 hours later, I'm like, holy shit, there's a joint on. I forgot about this. Use your topless pic for your thumbnails. Please be flooded with the ladies. No, I need it to be flooded with traders. Bring all the traders in. I want all the SMCs, ICTs. I want all of them here. Trendliners, the Fibonacciers. The SMA crossover people. I want them all here. Do you no longer stream with Donvo? Like once in a while, it's rare. Like if I hop onto his stream once in a while. We talk all the time. Like he ends his stream and we're probably on the phone at like noon or like in the morning at 11. Or a lot of times we talk right before my stream, or he hits me up during stream and forgets that I'm streaming.
Who's this?
I'll be over there. I'll be coming back there all the time, but not, not all the time, but I'll be coming back there once in a while. We'll be doing those streams. I think there's a lot of value. I think you guys find a lot of value in just the banter, in the conversation that happens, because we kick ideas back and forth. When I talk to him and we're trading, we look at the charts, we get really zoned in. We get really sharp because we understand the logic, and we're basically kicking ideas back and forth that we both completely understand through and through, and it gets really in depth when we have conversations. We have conversations for literally 2.5 hours. We're talking, and it's like, holy shit, we're on the phone for 2 hours. We should have made this a pod all the time. It's like, damn, we should have recorded this conversation.
Yeah, I was just gonna ask, when's the podcast? We've been waiting.
Yeah, I don't know when that's happening. I don't even know if you guys need a podcast at this point. You guys noticed how like all the trader podcasts slowed down like 2-3 months ago? Like everyone was doing a trading podcast. Have you noticed? But then like it all just slowed down right now. You know why? It's not like they don't want to do podcasts. It's just
There's nothing to talk about.
They've all been to each other's podcasts. It's like there's 7 or 8 people, and they all just go around in circles. They all have podcasts, and they all go to each other's podcasts. But at some point, you're all out of traders because it's all the same circle. There's no outside the box thinking.
The round tables are nice, but there's all ICT
the
traders.
Riz, I
don't
think
give a
is the
fuck
only one
about
because
them.
he actually travels and reaches out to people from across the world. But then again,
It's the
I
same
ain't never
shit though.
heard
He's
from
always
Riz.
asking like, how'd you get into trading? What do you trade? And then like lessons you
But that's
learned.
the-
And it's
that's
the
the
same
spiel.
lessons.
It's-
Everybody learns the same.
Those roundtables are cool though, when there's like 5 different traders that actually do it and they're talking to each other and they all understand each other, and you're like, oh damn, these guys actually fucking do this, because if one guy's a fraud, the other 4 guys are gonna look at him like, what the fuck's this guy saying?
Yeah, it is. I don't know if you
I
saw
gotta
the
be
most
honest
recent
with
round
you,
table with like Q Banks and Casper. I thought a lot of those guys on that table were frauds, but the fact that they're all there, it helps bring some legitimacy to what they're doing.
I talk to people all the time, face to face. I look them straight in the eye and know they're lying. And I honestly don't give a fuck. I don't care. I don't think I would have pointed out. I think if I was sitting at the round table and I was like, he's legit. Oh, he's full of shit. I caught it. I don't think I'd point it out. I think I would be like, I don't give a shit. Like, I'm gonna get off stage, go smoke my joint, and go live my life. Like, I don't care. So I tend not to create a situation, put people on the spot when they're lying. Just because
Some of the guys on there
Doesn't
did
matter.
that. They would be like, oh, but that doesn't make sense because of this or like that, and they would
if it
call
was
the other
like
guy.
blatant, then it's like it's gonna question my knowledge. If it's like if I agree with something, if it's like someone saying like something that I obviously preach against, like, right, I'm not gonna be like, I'm gonna point it out. But like if it's like simple shit, like if I can tell it, like I'm gonna be like, yeah, whatever, bro. Just
It's cool seeing different points of views. Like one of those podcaster guys, he trades on the 1 minute time frame, and he interviewed some dude that said if you trade on the 1 minute, you're a dumbass. And they chalked it up for 2 hours on why the 1 minute's not so bad. gave the other guy some different perspective.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, if you kick back ideas back and forth and they're original and it's an intellectually honest conversation, it's great when you have people that are also intelligent, not just in the aspect of trading, but like are pretty wise, pretty like, you know, knowledgeable in different aspects or can have discussions on multiple topics. Because that's when it doesn't get monotone. That's when it's, you know, that's when it's interesting because you can vary, you can hop topic to topic, you can connect topics, you compare topics. But when you know, when you're stuck on one thing and everybody's stuck on one thing and everyone's like, oh yeah, and then it's just over time, like that's what all the podcasts come down to. That's why Joe Rogan's pretty dope because he'll fucking, right? He'll discuss aliens with Aaron Rodgers. He's not sitting there discussing the snap count or, you know. He'll just talk to people that are interesting, you know, conversators, orators that are interesting just in their own self. They're interesting. Focus on streams, I hear you. Don and you are like very in sync all the time. It's hard to find like, well, we streamed together for 5 years. We streamed together for half a decade. So it's like, yeah, we're very in tune. Did we just become best friends? Gang, you guys are the best. Actually, no, I'm lying. The clubhouse is the best. Clubhouse is the best. Go join the clubhouse, y'all. But make sure you drop a like before you dip from here. Sub to the channel and turn on notifications. Make sure you go follow the IG. The IG's killing it. Signals gang or Clubhouse gang. We're gonna be live tomorrow to finish out the week. First week of June. And please, no more fucking drawdown gold. I've had enough for this for a week. I've had enough of drawdown for a week. You know what I'm saying?
Well.
But yeah, this morning was great. I mean, you know, I need 2 or 3 more mornings like that to get yesterday's loss back. Anyway, gang, we're on the right track. Yeah, enough drawdown for a month. It is what it is. It comes with the territory, right? We understand the risks and we execute according to the plan. Mods, thank you so much for coming through. Congrats on making it through your first week of being a mod. Javier, you've almost made it through 1 week of being a mod. Yeah, it's an important role.
Have you banned anybody yet?
I was trying to ban you, but I couldn't figure out how.
It's gonna take longer to figure out than how to use the annotations here on the Zoom. You gotta turn that on when you're alone and just play around with it. No Diddy.
Hey, yo.
Take it out when you're alone and play around with it, chat. Don't do it on stream. Zoom gang. See you guys tomorrow. I'll see you guys in the clubhouse. Yes.
Will we
yes.
see you tomorrow? You said you were thinking
yes.
about it.
It's not that I think about it. It just depends. Like I have family shit going on. Like
Yeah,
I
me
gotta
too, so.
I gotta deal with family stuff. But
Gotta go shopping at Old Navy.
I think they ran out of khakis, so you don't need to shop there anymore. Go to Gap, Baby Gap. Bring the baby
Ooh,
to
I
Baby
fuck
Gap.
with Gap. Yeah, I like that, Javier. That's good stuff.
All right.
I can't add another pineapple though. I can't DCA anymore.
You're gonna get it now.
Well,
But
let's
I
hope
mean,
it comes up right now.
We're literally breaking the highs we've seen so far. So
10
Yeah,
more
on
pips.
Apex we are.
10
We're
more
holding
pips.
Yeah,
All right,
I'm
that's all.
holding for 10 more. You should have just closed there. That's probably 10 right there. Yeah, that was 10.
And
Your 30-minute flip there.
trade with no TP, bro. Come on.
I should have, bro. Oh my god.
He's
I
looking.
literally
He's
entered a
looking
buy
for at
position,
least the
instantly
100
smacked
pip runner.
TP. I had 2 trades tonight.
No,
that-
I posted the
I'm
chart
BE
in the
there.
chat, and I was like, "Yo, 2365 or 2371," and like we nailed both of those.
Awesome. All right.
You hear
I'm
that,
calling it a
chat?
stream.
Join the clubhouse.
Join the clubhouse. Get the
Join
signals
the clubhouse.
if you don't have.
But don't
if you don't have
spam
time
the
for that.
clubhouse chat.
Yeah.
Why somebody did
Only
that?
value.
Yeah, that was
No,
180
We
pips.
just
bro.
want like our original like few and keep it calm and cool and collected.
Oh, all right. All right.
Right.
You're trying. It's. I don't know how exclusive it's going to be. If
We
you
don't
guys
want it
keep
to get
marketing,
AIDS.
as more people are going to keep joining.
All right, guys, the clubhouse sucks. We've taken 8 L's in a row. 1,000
Clubhouse
pop.
is like Florida. Don't come here. We're full.
Yesterday's price. Today's price is not yesterday's price.
Well, unless you get the signals, then welcome. Welcome to the clubhouse.
I heard you rejected my idea of letting me have my own signal channel, which I
Oh,
get
yeah.
that.
There's no signal
don't
channel.
want to take away from you.
There's- Why? You can put out your. I said you can put out. You can put out pre-trade ideas. Nothing post-trade. No signals.
Nothing post trade. Oh, what if I like finish the trade? I can post it though. Like if I've closed in profit.
I mean, if we get up like a profits channel, I'd want it to be more value. Like if stuff that hasn't played out yet, where people can hop on your idea and see if they improve it or take advantage of it, right? And then like if you post it pre, then we want to see after trade. If you post it pre-trade, then we want to see the results. I think that would keep you accountable.
We're just closed there full for
Keep holding.
plus 10 pips. Nah,
Break.
I'm up 27 or 2,800 on the PAs now. That's awesome.
All right, I gotta call it a
Oh, yeah.
stream. I'm out, gang. Thank you so much for
Thank
coming
you so
through.
much, Wix.
Gotcha. Chat, love and wisdom to you all. Mods, thank you. Sorry we had to do 2 parts today. Today's stream in 2 parts. So we opened the trade on part 1 and we closed the trade in part 2. Okay.
280. Oh damn.
Congrats everybody if you held that trade with us or if you took a dub today. As for me, you guys already know my time is up here. All right. So just like that, another Asian session is in the
Books.
books. Good night, everybody.
Yeah. See ya, Javier.
Damn, where's my pencil?
No, everybody doing it.
Oh, dang.